Yes, sir. Chairman
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fred Hampton Jr.
Show you
How
right.
you
Show you
doing,
right.
sir?
Look right on, my brother. Yes, sir. How you feel?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling blessed right now, man. I just want to first thank you for giving me this opportunity to interview you, sir. You know,
I'm
um,
honored.
I just want you, I was telling the people some things about you, you know what I'm saying, before, you came on. I just want you to go ahead and explain to the people, tell the people more about yourself and different things.
Well, first of all, let me premise with this, brother. First and foremost, revolutionary appreciation for giving the opportunity to be online with you. Shout out to our brother Bernard, for facilitating. Um,
Yes, salute to Brother Bernard.
Real talk.
I mean,
Uh,
Chairman Fred, before you finish, man, he said, I couldn't believe, for real, Chairman Fred, I couldn't believe that. When you called me, I couldn't believe, because Brother Bernard said, man, look, man, I'm going to get Chairman Fred. I'm telling you. I said, man, I know Chairman Fred is a busy guy, man, this and that. When you called me, Chairman Fred, I was like, hold on. Chairman Fred, hold on. That's it. Hey, Chairman Fred, you had me over drop the phone like that shit. I was like,
yeah,
hold on now. So that's why I
yes,
want to salute you, my brother. Like I pay homage to your background. I pay homage to your father. You know what I'm saying? The legacy that you've been keeping alive. I just definitely want to pay homage to that. Because you've been keeping that legacy alive, my brother.
ain't no easy job, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for acknowledging that, because it's a battle, man. I'm telling as we speak, man. It's an ongoing battle, man. We under attack. I'm telling man. In every which way, including loose, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of times people romanticize, that of revolutionaries in general, and that of the Black Panther Party in specific.
Yes.
Other cats, you see leather jackets and say, "Oh, that's a cool thing," but
Yeah, and Chairman Fred, that's what I wanted to ask you about. How do you feel about, especially I want to ask you this question about this movie, the Judas and the Messiah. I want to know from your opinion, man. How do you feel about how they portraying your father in this film? How do you feel about that?
like everything, it's pros and cons. Um, I say everything. Whether we talking about um, any phenomenon, any phenomenon, and as Minister U.E.P. Noon said, when you fight for power, power is the ability to define phenomena and make it act in desired manner. And and as realists, we have to put our ear to the ground, like during the era of chattel slavery. So I say, my ask Reverend Nat Turner, how you feel about the church? And there are pros and cons to it, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to define that phenomenon and make it work in our interests. It's not no absolute, you know what I'm saying? How you assess it one day may be a different assessment for another day.
Yeah.
But the deal, are we able to make, make it with the pros outweigh the cons? Again, like the analogy with the church, Reverend Nat Turner was able to flip the script and say, praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Harriet
Yep.
Tubman, phenomenon of
Exactly.
the spirits, making to make it all work in our interests. We even seen even with the prior to the era of the black exploitation movies with Minister U.E.P. News, they take certain dynamics as Melvin Van Peebles produced Sweetback's Badass song and used it as a political education tool. And
Yeah.
Chicago, Chairman Fred was able to take the different organizations, whether it be Young Patriots, Young Lords, or the formerly known Devil Disciples, and so on and so forth, Blackstone Rangers.
And see, Chairman Fred, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's what I wanted to ask you about. Because I think before, I just want to say, I know this was before you was born, as far as with your father, he was organizing all the gangs. If I'm not mistaken, he organized all of them to come together to far as for the political party. If I'm not mistaken, sir, can you break that down?
Well, I think it's imperative that first we distinguish. You know, what I'm saying don't draw no foregone conclusion that people are able to distinguish political from electoral politics. Mind you, a lot of people they first concept of hearing politics is in regards to what we refer to as plantation politics, the voting dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
is, you know what I'm saying, is that everything is political. Words, terms, fashion, how you deal with issues, how you deal with relationships, how you deal with contradiction is political. You know what I'm saying? How you view the gun, how you view technology, that's political. So was able to, you know what I'm saying, so I want to preface with that, a lot of people are not, you know what I'm saying, they come in and their first concept is like some people, they first time they ever seen a tiger was in the zoo. They don't know about no tiger in the wild. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never had no frame of reference to that. You know what I'm saying? So he is a realist, put his ear to the ground, you know what I'm saying, and recognized in a city that remains to be one of the top segregated cities in the country. He was armed with a politic to grapple with the race and the class contradiction. You know what I'm saying? And again, we deal with dialectical materialism. That's the philosophical tool that we relate to. A lot of individuals, a lot of organizations, they relate to how they want the world to be. You know what I'm saying? How they view the world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the deal is, we are realists. We are into the ground, say, what's the phenomenon? What's going on? Where are people at? And we see how can we take that and win people certain points of unity.
Yes. And sir, you are the chairman and president of the Panther Party Cubs. Explain to the people, because some people know about the Black Panthers. Explain to the people about the Panther Party Cubs.
Well, I'm the chairman of the Black Panther Party Cubs. You know what I'm saying? One of our main mantras is we are the great-grandchildren of Garvey, the offspring of Malcolm, and the ideological cubs of Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, excuse me. Fremont. Give me this call. And that lineage of resistance that we say we don't walk in their footsteps. We walk in their Panther Paw steps. We draw the correlation from Fremont. We draw the correlation from the Black Panther Party intercommunal newspaper to that of the Black Panther Party Cubs Freedom on Radio that we do every Wednesday, hosted by myself and Lady of Rage. We draw the correlation.
And the Lady of Rage, she's from down this way. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. She's from Farmville, Virginia.
Right. It's your stomach ground. Yeah, it's your stomach ground. Real talk.
And that's the thing, too, Chairman Fred. Is you coming back down this way? Is you coming? Because we need you down in Richmond, Virginia. Definitely. Because, like I said, I have a platform here that I would love to have you sit down and in person, too, to come down here. We have the slave trail down here, sir. Like we one of the first, slave states. So we have the slave trail, the African burial ground. I'd love for you to visit that.
I definitely look forward to that. Matter of fact, let's check into that. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I supposed to be getting to LA in regards to this case of K.Kinte just get by LAPD, but they had me bouncing around. But I definitely want to make our rounds back that way. So I submitted to our committee. We open for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How the old saying goes: have gun, we'll travel. We say have politics, we'll travel. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want you to explain for us, like the younger generation too, about the importance of like political education.
Political education is mandatory, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have a block when they hear that word. They say, oh man, I don't want to get involved in all that politics, but everything is political. You know what I'm saying? In fact, we relate to what Lenin of the Russian Revolution has said. That we view you how you view the state, and how the state views you. You know what I'm saying? And the deal is that you gotta win the people to understand it becomes second nature. Not just during February, not just during Black History Month, not just during election time. Everything is political. In fact, there was some internal struggles in the Black Panther Party. The Ministry of New position was that we must even politicize the gun. What makes our gun different from the pig's gun? You know what I'm saying? The term, the fashion, everything is political. You know what I'm saying? How we relate to each other. People say, oh, they're just like, for example, we had the Black Panther Party Cub caravan to Flint, Michigan, take water down there. What made the people relate to us as opposed to National Guard? The state may they did have more water, more resources, but our politics was different. You know what I'm saying? And that's the deal that the people are saying, what makes us unique? A lot of people say, what makes the Black Panther Party unique? Well, man, they had guns. Shit, a lot of cats had guns. Or they had leather jackets. The Hells Angels had leather jackets. Well, they knew the law. A lot of them knew the law. What made the Black Panther Party unique was the politics of the Black Panther Party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I just want to correct Chairman Fred. I'm sorry, Sister Jazzy. I definitely want to always correct myself and put that chairman first. Definitely Chairman Fred. I just wanted to make that correction, sir.
If I can, even that. Let me if I can't touch on that. we have to battle not only with the race but also the class contradiction. In other words, a lot of people they can see white folks. They say, "Man, they being disrespectful. They just saying Obama. They're not calling him president." In our community, you know what I'm saying, whether it be, catch, they respect the different religious institutions, the music, and the music, different genres, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The deal is the Black Panther Party or the Black Panther Party Cubs, we're not a state-sanctioned organization, you know what I'm saying? And our positions are validated by the people. And I tell you, we don't have no faith in the people. We don't believe that we're worthy of being surveillance or attacked by the COINTELPRO. We don't believe that we want to have a leadership on our own terms. So we have to fight up the ante that people can relate to the fact that no, dead Mr. Health, Doc Satchels, that was dead Mr. Health by the Black Panther Party, not because CDC said it, because the Black Panther Party said it. You know what I'm saying? I recall speaking to DePaul University. Young lady that spoke before me, she was saying how Fred Hampton died, but President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. I said, whoa, hold on. Stop the president. You may recall some years back when Jay-Z had said something to that effect, that he arrived the same day Fred Hampton died. We say, oh, no go with that, man. Chairman Fred was assassinated. And we got to use brutal terms for brutal reality. You got to be upfront with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Chairman, you from Chicago, and that's your home, home stomping ground and different things. Kanye West. You know Kanye West, if I'm not mistaken, because I actually read some or I seen something that, far as before when he said George Bush don't like black people, he actually was talking to you before that. If I'm not mistaken, correct me, Chairman, if I'm not, but it's your floor.
That's real talk. Deal is, man, the streets make the music. Music don't make the streets. Dog white the tail don't white the dog. You dig? Any phenomenon, what you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just think that these people just come up out of the vacuum and just, things just happen. James Brown had a whole totally different song at first. A-Trap Brown, I don't know if you man Jamil Alameen. Joe that on him said, man, you back in the studio with that garbage you talking about. He came back out to me, I'm black and I'm proud. There was a movement in place. Well, he couldn't pull that stuff he pulled it in the movie, Rocky movie, Red, White, and Blues Don't Live in America. There was a movement in place to up the ante. And so 8 hours before that, we had a dialogue with him, you know what I'm saying? And the deal is, we don't say, my last name is Hampton, not Houdini. So I ain't no magician, but I'm on with a politic that we can win people. We just, Sterling Brown from the Milwaukee Bucks, NBA. He been at the Hampton house. He been here.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Brown. I'm glad you said
Sterling
Brown.
Yeah. It Hampton house, you know what I'm saying? And it's, I see what the politics has done for me and done for so many other people. So we need to fight for a venue right here that can be to win people to relate to, you know what I'm saying, to put things in political context, whether it be in the basketball court, the football stadium, the hip hop arena, or what have you.
Man. And Chairman Fred, like I said, man, I just want to thank you once again, man, because I just feel honored just to be talking to you. And it's like a couple of more questions I want to ask because I know you're busy. For this young generation that's going on, we see a lot of this violence going around America, especially in Chicago. A lot of violence out here where I'm at in Richmond, Virginia. For us as adults, how could we do something to help Chairman Fred, like to help with these young folks, whether it's going into the communities, talking to them? What is your opinion on that, Chairman Fred?
Being upfront with them. You know what I'm saying? The youth are very intelligent. Stephen Biko of the Black Conscious Movement said in his book, I Write What I Like, he said, black people in particular must grasp the ability to distinguish intelligence from the ability to articulate. These youngsters, you know what I'm saying, they are very intelligent. We get up there, you know what I'm saying? And we just start cutting, you know what I'm saying? I tell people cats want to, they want to breastfeed grown folks, you know what I'm saying? The deal is, we get up there, man. And again, win them. And not in a dogma or elitism type of way. But you know what I'm saying? They recognize that these various venues, apparatuses, you know what I'm saying, the tentacles, you know what I'm saying, it has an impact on the strokes that we engage in on all across the board. So the deal is to first acknowledge we have a problem and move forward and fight against that problem.
Yes. Thank you, Chairman Fred, man. I appreciate you. And I definitely, like I said, I'm inviting you to here in Richmond, Virginia, where you can sit down at my platform in the studio. We, you know what I'm saying, do the live show. We walk the slave trail and the African burial ground. I would love to have you here.
Forward to it.
Definitely love to have you here, man. I definitely appreciate you once again.
We look forward to it.
Yes. So, and I want you to let the people know too about the Hampton House. How could they support the Hampton House? Explain that Hampton House to the viewers out there.
That's where we at right now. We trying to get the studio built. You know what I'm saying? This the house that Chairman Fred Hampton grew up in. This the house that the federal government tapped, put a wire tap on when he was 14 years old. And junior NAACP with 7,300 members, 7.5-month time period.
Wow.
The house, this is the stomping ground. You know, they try to turn it to a dope den. We came out, we clean house. We ain't play no games with them. The legacy is more important than your life. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we at, 804 South 17th Avenue. Maywood, Illinois, 60153. They can send donations to Cash App Save the Hampton House. Or also GoFundMe.com/Save the Hampton House 50. The deal is we want to fight for this institution to be a mainstay where people can come through and relate to not just the educational process, the clothing, the food, you name
it. Oh man, that's awesome. I want the viewers out there to definitely support the Hampton House. Definitely support the Hampton House. Now, what other events you have next up, Chairman Fred, that you can let the people know about what's going on?
Tonight, I'm about to go to a hearing. Get a hearing about the landmark status of the Hampton House. So we have one for Emmett Till on South Side. So I'm about to head out now to the village council for this hearing about in regards to the Hampton House becoming landmark status. So we also getting ready for this Saturday, the Triple C's, Children's Community Clubs, and which I may be bounced out to different New York, other places, but the people have to be able to relate. We have to get the programs right here.
Yes. And I know, like I said, I know you're a busy man, Chairman Fred. Like I said, I know you travel around the world. You busy, and I just thank you for your time, man, for your time just coming in right now. Like I said, a lot of the viewers definitely wanted to see you. They definitely wanted me to ask a couple of questions, especially about that movie. A lot of people was asking me, can you ask Chairman Fred about the movie? What you think about it? So I said, I'm gonna definitely do it.
Tell them keep in contact with us. The analogy we use about that is, I said it's like a baby being born. It's pros and cons. I had to go get that baby out of foster care. They had, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the damage control, they had a lot of people that was playing like they was in the Panther Party, giving a lot of misinformation. So the baby, you know what I'm saying? I had to get a baby, you know what I'm saying, cleanse him. I gotta watch that baby though, because the baby gotta go through editing, the vaccination process. Gotta watch all that. Gotta watch this baby, man. The soundtrack, whatever music they're gonna get the baby. So we still on the battlefield. We still fighting.
Yes. And Chairman Fred, before you go, one more thing. I want you just to tell the story because of what I heard about. It was another guy, if I ain't mistaken, was going around saying he was Fred Hampton Jr.'s son or something like that.
Yeah, a cat named Scotty, matter of fact,
Like, can you elaborate on that, Chairman Fred, please?
I'm in my early teens, so I get word, you know what I'm saying? Sister tell me, this guy running around saying he's Fred Hampton's son. So I tracked down. I said, man, you telling people you're the chairman's son? He said, well, I'm actually Chairman Larry Hoover, some Chief Malik's son. I'm Mr. Farrakhan's son. Man, hold on. Who your mother go to bed with? I said, man, that's what I'm talking about. I said, listen, actually, I was looking for you. I was hoping that I had a sibling. I was hoping you can carry some of this weight. Because on romanticize the shit, he come with this shit, man. He finally yielded this and no, I was just talking, man. I said, I just hoping that you was a sibling.
So Chairman Fred, he was saying he was everybody. He was saying he was Larry Hoover, Elijah Muhammad's son. He was saying all that
too.
Right. Using it for a status figure, like we was talking about earlier, like with the Black Panther Party, how people would just want to put the symbolism on the clothes and different things.
A lot of people are black when it's beneficial, play Panther when it's profitable, and claim he connected to the Cubs when it's comfortable. That's reality.
Black when it's beneficial.
Play Panther when it's profitable.
Panther when it's profitable.
Playing Cubs when it's comfortable.
And Cubs when it's comfortable. Woo, that's powerful right there, Chairman Fred. That's powerful.